Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Magical Story Corner. Today, we're diving into a tale that's a little bit spooky, a whole lot of sparkly, and filled with kindness. Are you ready for an adventure with Barbie in Barbie and the Midnight Castle? Let's begin. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Barbie received a very peculiar letter. It was sealed, not with just any wax, but with red wax shaped like a tiny bat. Curious, she opened it. The elegant script inside read, "Dear Miss Barbie, you are cordially invited to the grand Moonlight Ball at Castle Nocturna. Sincerely, Count Dracula." Standing beside her, Barbie's little sister, Chelsea, gasped, her eyes wide. Dracula. But Barbie, isn't he supposed to be super scary? The stories say he's a vampire. Barbie just smiled, her expression full of her usual optimism. "Well, Chelsea," she said warmly, "maybe he's not as scary as people think. Sometimes stories get things a little mixed up. Let's go and find out for ourselves." And so, that very night, Barbie, a slightly nervous Chelsea, and a brave-looking Ken arrived at Castle Nocturna. The castle was just as the stories described, dark, with tall spires that seemed to touch the stars. But it was also incredibly beautiful, with moonlight glinting off its ancient stones. At the enormous wooden door, they were greeted by none other than Count Dracula himself. He wasn't scary at all. He wore a dashing velvet cape and greeted them with a polite, graceful bow. "Welcome, welcome," he said with a charming smile that showed off his famous fangs, though they didn't seem so frightening up close. Seeing Chelsea's worried face, he chuckled softly. "Please don't worry, little one. I'm on a strict fruit smoothie diet now. My favorite is strawberry." Everyone burst out laughing, the tension melting away instantly. The castle wasn't so scary after all. But as they explored the grand halls, Barbie noticed something strange. The magnificent ornate mirrors that lined the corridors were fading. Their silver surfaces were growing cloudy and dim, as if the light within them was slowly going out. The reflections were becoming blurry and weak. It was a mystery, and Barbie knew she had to get to the bottom of it. Finding Count Dracula looking sadly at one of the dimming mirrors, Barbie asked him what was wrong. The Count sighed, his shoulders slumping. "It's the mirrors," he explained, his voice filled with sorrow. "They are powered by the magic of the moonlight, but lately they've been losing their shine. Without the mirrors to reflect the moonbeams, the Moonlight Ball will lose its magic and will have to end forever. This tradition has been in my family for centuries." Barbie looked at the fading mirror, then at the sad faces of the other guests in the castle. She thought hard, her brow furrowed. Magic wasn't the answer here. She could feel it. Suddenly, her face lit up with an idea. "I've got it," she exclaimed. "These mirrors don't need more magic from the moon. They need the magic of kindness from our hearts." Without a moment to waste, Barbie got to work. She saw two guests arguing over the last slice of pumpkin pie and encouraged them to share it. And they ended up laughing together. She found a little gargoyle who had accidentally knocked over a vase and was too scared to apologize. Barbie helped him find the courage to say sorry, and he was instantly forgiven. She organized a game where everyone had to say something nice about the person next to them. With every single act of kindness, a little sparkle returned to the mirrors. Sharing, forgiving, helping, complimenting. Each good deed made them glow a little brighter. Soon, the entire castle was filled with people being kind to one another, and the mirrors began to shine with a brilliant, dazzling light. The grand ballroom, which had been dim and gloomy, was now lit up brighter than ever before, illuminated by the newly radiant mirrors. The moonlight poured in, bouncing from one reflective surface to another until the room sparkled like a diamond. Count Dracula watched in amazement, a huge, happy smile on his face. "Thank you, Barbie," he said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You've saved the Moonlight Ball. You showed me that true beauty, the kind that really lasts, shines from the heart." Barbie grinned back at him, her own heart full, of course. Even vampires can sparkle. On the inside, everyone laughed and began to dance joyfully under the magnificent, shimmering moonlight. The party was more magical than ever, not because of old spells, but because of the new friendships and warmth that filled the air. And so Barbie, Ken, and Chelsea danced the night away, proving that kindness and friendship can truly brighten even the darkest of nights. Thank you so much for joining us for this wonderful story. If you loved our adventure at the Midnight Castle, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more magical tales. See you next time.